Hey, it's college rivalry week, and we got the AFC playoffs. And what do you think about Watson's return? Let's have a conversation. TMZ Sports. Let's get it.
YouTube, what up, Facebook, and all the social media networks is TMD Esports. We talk about everything that's going on in the sports world and our beloved Cleveland Browns. Wow. Woo, we got an interesting show for you tonight. First, we got to introduce the cast. Chrissy Acuity is in the building. Chrissy, let them know what's good, baby.
Oh my goodness. So there's a lot of good that's been going on, and I'm thankful for a lot of things because Thanksgiving is coming up. But I'm really upset, kind of mad about a couple of things because I got super fancy dressed up on the ship and there was nobody around to see it. So you know what?
Oh, God.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get it.
Okay, all right. I see. And Susan's in the building. And let her know what's good, baby.
Hey, man, it's all good. Fresh off vacation. Let's get it. Let's talk about this sports.
Oh, my God. Wow. I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting that. But it is what it is. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. As you well know, the Browns have lost 6 out of 7 in a row. This is a despicable dilemma that we are in. But we're going to get to that. Right now, we're going to switch it up. We got Chrissy's Corners in the building. Chrissy, let them know what's good, baby. Chrissy wants to cover college rivalry week. Chrissy, let them know what's good.
All right. So one thing that I love almost as much as the Browns is Ohio State. And of course, we've got the game against TTUN this weekend, and I'm super excited. We're both 11-0. Last year, we were coming off the COVID hangover. We lost, so it means so much more to us this season to win. And then afterwards, you got Florida State, which is also a huge rivalry, especially down here in Florida where I live. So I'm looking to see Florida Gators take on the Seminoles and win. I doubt that's going to happen, but like any given Sunday, any given Saturday. And unfortunately, Virginia Tech will not be having their game this weekend. They've decided not to because of the shooting that happened last weekend. But we also have USC and UCLA to look forward to. So, and tons of other huge rivalries. Kent State and Sanford, I think it's Sanford and Notre Dame. But there's so many college football games going on this weekend. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Aaron, what you got to say about that, Pippin?
Hey, it's a much-watched Saturday. You know what I mean? This is one of them Saturdays that you really treat like Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? This is a great week for football. You know, we got Thanksgiving all day. Saturday, the rivalry week. Then Sunday, we got our, regular football. It's going to be nice, man. And I'm really looking forward to this Ohio State Michigan because, I like when people get their hopes up. And, Michigan won last year, so now they think they can actually play with the Ohio State Buckeyes. But, they probably got one win in the last 15 years. So we're gonna pop them back to reality. I like the fact that they're 11-0 because when you get that ass beat when you're 11-0, it feels a lot worse than when you're sorry anyway. So I look for Ohio State to go in there and put them in their place. And all you Ohio Michigan fans, y'all probably like the Steelers or the Cowboys and stuff like that. So
Right?
So, really, y'all get what y'all deserve. Y'all home state, everybody gonna be cheering but y'all.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, Aaron, I was super excited that Michigan actually won last week. I'm sorry, the TTUN actually won last weekend because now we can hand them their first loss. So thank you to those referees who made that horrible call and let TTUN win.
Right. I hope we might get them twice. But the thing is, I'm rooting for Jackson State. I'm rooting for Jackson State maybe to creep in the top.
They're 11-0, right?
Yeah, I'm rooting for them. Hopefully Michigan get their ass beat, and then nobody wants to see them no more, and then we can get Jackson State up in there. That'd be nice. Just see the first what they call the HBC to ever be in the playoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like seeing the underdogs coming through in college. That's why college is so much fun.
Yeah. Everything that Dion is doing is wonderful. I seen plastered all over. Like he's really promoting the shit out of that team, and I love that to see that all day. Everything. And the man said that once the line beats up, he wouldn't have a problem taking on Alabama. And I would love to see that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
After my autograph
He
one
got
day.
the best. He got the best corners in football. I mean, he got his son Shiloh, and then he got Travis Hunter Jr. Those are two great corners. And then Travis Hunter plays both ways because, like Deion said, he's an athlete like himself. So really, I honestly believe their cornerbacks match up with anybody in the country.
Wow. That's
Think
wonderful,
about it.
man.
Shiloh Sanders and Travis Hunter Jr. That's a tough combination. The Browns could use those cornerbacks.
Man, don't even get me started on what the Browns can use right now, but we gonna get to that. All right,
I'm
let's
disappointed too.
Man, wait till the end of the day. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. All right, y'all. The AFC playoff picture. Unfortunately. Now, statistically, do you got the womp womp? I gotta put it in. Statistically, the Browns, they got a shot right in their ass.
They got a shot.
But you got to win out, and we all know that's not what's going to happen. So right now in the AFC playoff picture, we got Kansas City, number 1, Miami Dolphins. I can't believe that. Tennessee, Baltimore, Buffalo, New England, Cincinnati, and on the bubble is the Jets. Oh, my God. The Chargers and the Colts. Now, I want to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about this order? Is there a team in there that you think can run it? Or is it, then give me an underdog team where you think they could come up and take it all?
Aaron,
yeah, only underdog team I can see getting hot, taking it all is probably, and they're not really an underdog, and I would say probably Baltimore. They're leading the division, so they're not an underdog, but as far as the Kansas City, the Chargers, and all those guys, I think they're going to be there, but I actually think that Baltimore is going to make a deep run this year.
All right, brother. All right, Chrissy, what you got to say, boo? What you think?
Okay, well, there are so many teams that are in the top of the division right now that we never saw coming. Like you said, Miami, what? The Jets, and
Right.
Colts, what? Like they're in this.
They're on the bubble.
I
They're on
think
the bubble with
all them
You know what?
contenders.
We got a shot. Okay, we're playing Tampa this weekend at home. Hopefully, they can get the turf fixed. Tom Brady's been on the downward slide ever since Giselle left him, which is unfortunate for him. Shame on her for wanting him to change his life. She knew he was a quarterback when she married him. Anyway,
Shake it, boo.
we could
He was leasing it.
we could win. Okay, we could beat Tampa, and then we get the next subject.
Deshaun could run the table though. I
Yeah,
mean,
all right.
because arguably, you think about it.
Let me
We
bring
only
it
a
in.
few
Let me bring it
we
in.
a few plays away from having a positive record. Now, we're not losing by a lot. I mean, we got a quarterback that on third down is 7 yards and he throw it 4 yards. We got a coach that wants to go for it on fourth down and shit instead of kick field goals and play smart football. I mean, we have a safety, and when they moved, and remember we was talking about Grant Delpit and Johnson switching them. And Johnson's playing the free safety, and Delper's playing the strong safety, and he's a lot better strong safety, and he's a lot better nickel. So the defense is doing better. I think really it's their defensive line that needs the help. And I think Miles need to stop crying like a crybaby too, and go ahead and play some football.
Man, it's so many. This whole team, bro. This whole team is straight up discombobulated. I'm so disappointed, and when I'm watching the game. I'm looking like, yo, they not giving that man no effort, man. It's bad enough, I already talked, how I feel about Woods. And I'm watching, I'm like, Delpit missing tackles, and I'm not that fond of Johnson. He talked too damn much. Miles need to chill, like you said, chill the fuck out, play football.
And play football.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just so much. It's so many variables that's negative that's screwing this team up so bad, man. And it hurt to go up here in Miami. They was in Miami talking about get the fuck out, get out. It's shit's embarrassing, man. So
when we were walking down the stairs, they're like, bye-bye, bye-bye,
Like,
bye-bye.
I see
I
y'all
want to slap
leaving.
your little 17-year-old twerp in the face. Be like, shut up. Go tell your daddy thanks for the tickets.
No doubt.
Shit, I'd have been like, shoot, I don't
Sorry.
play, goddamn.
Yeah. So what do y'all think when Watson comes back? what do you think the offense is going to look like? Do you think they're going to do the same thing? Aaron, I know you mentioned that they had a different playbook, but bro, I don't think so. But let me hear your take on it, bro. You think they're going to be different?
I think it's going to be different, and actually, I think this is Stefanski. I think he be balking on playing the second string quarterback, man. I would have liked to see Dobbs the last few weeks running that option and doing different things, man. The things that Watson is going to do with the double backs and all that stuff. You know, I would have liked to have seen that, but of course, they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to give the playbook away. They thought they would be in a better position. Everybody thought they would be in a better position. You know, it's just the Browns' tough ass luck, man. And again, like I said, you left your last owner with no class, so we don't have no luck. I mean, straight up. And it ain't even really about that, but we got to get together and learn how to win. Maybe we need to learn from Ohio State or something, or go visit Baltimore's locker room and find out where the real Browns is, because these young men don't know how to win. Like, that's just it. They got the team. They just don't know how to put it all together to win. They missed their 90%. They do 90% and then they lose on the last 10%. I mean, we look at those games like they almost lost to Baker in the first game with the bomb, and then they came back and the Jets did the same thing. You know, you just wanted them, like I said, hard head make a soft ass. Right now that ass is bruised. We look bad. That's why we pouting and shit. You know, we got Myles Garrett sitting on the sidelines where everybody else shaking hands. You know, this is the same dude that hit somebody with a helmet, same dude that's out there, you know, getting a head job on the road and flip the damn car.
Driving 100 miles an hour.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I ain't trying to, dog Miles, but he told Pierre he need to act like a professional. You need to act like a professional, get your ass there and be a leader so that the whole team don't fall apart. If the best player is sitting there whining, and then you got your leader on the defensive backfield always talking shit, never producing, and Johnson, of course you're gonna have a bad locker room. They got a lot of good players that have been underachieved this year. And when you underachieve as a player, it fucks with your money, it fucks with your pride. And I think that's what's going on in the locker room. And really they deserve it. Because we didn't stop buying tickets, we didn't stop buying jerseys, we didn't stop covering the team, we didn't stop being great fans, but they stopped being players. They need to wake the fuck up and play some football. Yeah, I ain't got no sympathy for them. That's my favorite team, probably the only team that I truly am a diehard of. But if I can't keep it real with you, shit, I don't want to deal with you. And right now, y'all playing like a bunch of punks and y'all acting soft. Straight up, it ain't the coaches and ain't nobody, it's y'all. And I hope some of y'all watch this shit. So if I do run into you on All-Star Weekend or whatever, maybe we can talk about the shit.
Chrissy, what you got to say about how you feel about that? That was 100. What you got to say?
That was I'm trying to digest all that. But yeah, I mean, like Aaron's right. Everybody needs to stop blaming everybody else in the locker room. Like, we heard it from the offensive line, we've heard it from the defensive line, we've heard it from the coaches. And, they just need to come together as a team and start playing as a team and acting like a team. And, we looked so good the first quarter of the last, 3 games? Mm-hmm. And, the last 2 games, we fell apart after the second quarter. It's like, why can't we keep up that momentum? Now, granted, I said that Miles was going to need oxygen in Miami. It was very hot and humid. I think the whole entire team needed it. They had the sun beaming on them. Coaches were standing there with shades trying to keep them cool. But, you're going to be playing in all different types of environments. You should know this. You played in college football.
They was in the same stadium. Everybody was in the same stadium. And like you said, Christy, and they talent got them in a place that their character couldn't sustain. They had a lot of talented players on the team, but they didn't have the character to be winners and to stick through it. That's what it is. Like I remember you always say, Christy, you said, our life are the sums of all the events and the things that we did beforehand. Yeah. All they can do is look at that record
here right now.
Right. All they can do is look at their record, look in the mirror, and say, well, let's win. Let's get together and put together some football and win out. You got your quarterback.
Stop worrying about last week, the week before against the Bengals. Those are in the past. You can't change those games. Okay, right. They're done and over with. So all you can do is look forward, and learn from your mistakes. Do better the next time. We see the guys on defense missing tackles left and right. They're not learning from those mistakes. Now, Jeremiah, I have seen coming off the line a lot quicker than normal. Now, it did have an injury early in the season, so that may be why, he was a little bit slow to start. But I have seen him stepping it up ever since, Walker has been out and he's been back. So that's a plus. But
all right, y'all. We up against it. I gotta say my piece. Aaron, my brother, I kind of disagree, and I'm gonna give you a reason why I disagree with. I think they're gonna do something different. Stefanski's already mentioned that he's really not gonna change nothing. And the fact that the offensive line is, we was down to an emergency center, and you see how they blocked that damn snap. I don't see him coming and making a bunch of major changes because Deshaun's rusty as shit. I don't see him throwing a bunch of. It's not enough time for him to really. Maybe in a couple weeks they might implement more plays. I don't see him doing anything different. I think he's gonna try to keep it.
Why would he tell his enemies that?
I mean, this is true, but if your offensive line is beat down, how can you really implement a lot of different plays when they're not used to doing the regular shit? That's what I'm saying. So
my question
yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, because my bad, man. But my thing is, though, have you seen the formations that we seen in preseason with Watson? I have not.
But he only had that one series, though.
Yeah, but no. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about we watched preseason. We've been at practices and camps. Remember they had the T's formation with Hunt and Chubb. We have not seen that yet. We have not seen.
I've seen it like they done it maybe 4 times. I think in the last many
They
games.
did it all the time with Watson, though. Remember?
Yeah.
And remember they had Hunt in the slot with Watson at practice. I ain't seen that yet. So what I'm saying is I have not yet to see the best parts of training camp.
Yeah. What I'm saying is this, though. But if your offensive line, everybody who you was practicing with is hurt, and you got, I can't even pronounce that dude's name. Couple of those guys are gone, or they're injured. So those original players that were there practicing,
we're on our third
stuff, right?
They're
not there. They knew, so they got to learn new plays anyway.
I mean,
every week you got a game plan, and
they don't even know it fundamentally.
Think about it, though. These are professional football players. It's zone left, it's zone right. It's this man. I mean, they know their assignments, and only thing changes is the assignments on each play. Now, it's up to the quarterback to really know everything. Everybody else got a position. They usually run their shits regardless. You know what I mean? Like,
count.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I mean, I know that we ain't the same without the right center and all that stuff. We on our third center this year.
Yeah,
and I know that, but so what? He still got to hike the ball and block somebody. He got to learn all the plays anyway. Why not learn a good play?
I heard that. Well,
yeah, and how many plays does it really affect the center anyway? He's just got to know the snap count and block the guy in front of him.
I mean, Christy, that's the point. But see, if you don't know the snap count, sometimes the centers will, to the quarterback, I see something, let's try to get him to come off. That guy, it's like I said, when botched that goddamn snap, that's practice, man. You know what I'm saying? When you do the snap counts, different stuff like that, trying to throw them off sides. If you're not used to doing that and you're like the 4th emergency back, people are hurt. I just don't see him doing. He's not that, creative enough to say, let's do this. This was the whole problem we had this year. So I'm just expecting maybe a couple different plays and them depending on Deshaun Watson's ability and his intelligence to make up the difference. Will he do something that Jacoby shouldn't have done or would have done? And I think that they're looking for that. That's just me.
It's two things. It's two things that will make our record a lot better that Jacoby didn't do. And I'm not bashing Jacoby. I think he did an okay job. He did almost what I expected him to do. If he would have ran more,
I think he did an admirable job.
Look at the record. The record is that's what it says. He could have ran more, and he could have actually threw the ball down the field more. He's so busy worried about making a mistake. He's too conservative. He would lose a lot of drives and stun a lot of drives throwing at 4 yards when he should have threw at 7. You see what I mean? You throw for the first down. You don't keep checking down like he always did. And he finally ran the ball last week and got 20-something yards. It's about time. I mean, for real. He bigged in the mug, and he ain't that slow. So he could have been running the ball. Watson is going to pull that ball down and run a lot of times if they ain't open.
No doubt.
One thing about Watson, he's going to know that Amari Cooper is open most of the times. Watson's not afraid to throw the ball down the field. This guy has not thrown the ball 15 yards in 3 weeks. See, he
threw a couple good balls. He threw a couple and Amari caught it. He threw a couple and Amari caught it.
You talking about a couple? You talking about a couple in 3 weeks?
BPJ caught a couple deep ones. My
you
problem
serious?
was the
He
opposite. My problem was the opposite. I don't think he checked it down. Like a couple times, I seen Chubb wide open. They won't throw it to Schwartz for shit. And he was open. And you know, I'd seen a couple different things. Remember, I cut that cockeyed when I posted it on Facebook. But I don't know, man. But it is what it is, y'all. We up against it, man. We up against it. Chrissy, final thoughts, everybody. We got to move. Chrissy, final thoughts.
I just got this book.
Uh-oh.
Amy Trask, Negotiate Like a Girl. You negotiate like a girl. Oh my God, I love it so far. I've only read 2 chapters. I started reading it last night, and she seems amazing. I cannot wait to read the rest of it and hopefully get her on the show with us.
No doubt. Aaron, any final thoughts, my brother?
Hey, be on the lookout for them Cleveland Cavaliers. I'd be good to see Watson in next week, not this week, but the next week. It'd be good to see him. You know, I just hope the Browns finish strong. Right now, I don't think it's a chance to go to the playoffs, and we ain't playing for a draft pick, so we need to finish strong.
Negativity brings negativity.
No doubt. And I want to tell everybody, since I didn't say it, we didn't get it. Happy Thanksgiving. Get all the turkey and chicken and stuffing. And I'm sick of fucking seeing the goddamn Cowboys every goddamn Thanksgiving. It is what it is. Go Browns, bitches. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Love y'all.
Yep. Peace.